Hey friends, it's Mazer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet left-handed. Now this crochet tutorial is the most basic of basic crocheting. We're just going to start off with, this is a skein of yarn if you don't know, and to even begin your project you can unwrap it, of course, and just start your project and keep it like this. But once you're crocheting, it's going to get tight, and then you're going to have to stop your work, unwind it, start again, and then you're just going to have to keep doing that. So it's a little time consuming that way. Or you can completely unwind the whole thing and just roll it into a big ball. If you roll it into a big ball, then you have the risk of it just rolling away. Or you can take it from the middle, and this is actually a pretty easy way of doing it, because as you can see, you can just keep going and keep going. I have found that it tends to get tangled. There have been times where I had to actually cut the yarn from my project, untangle it, and then start again. So with crocheting, practice makes perfect, so you just have to trial and error kind of thing, and you have to figure out what works best for you. I actually learned how to crochet from a right-handed person. I'm left-handed, so it was kind of difficult, lots of practice, and lots of frustration, but don't give up, because crocheting is super fun. Now, your go-to hook, this one, is a 5.5 millimeter or a 5 millimeter hook. And that, the 5 millimeter hook is H, this one is I. So I would say the go-to hook is the 5 millimeter one, or the 5.50. So here's your letter right here. So the 5 millimeter, like I said, is H, this one is I. Okay, so we're just going to do a chain today, and I'm going to pull from the middle. Now, all of your projects that you do will have a chain, whether it's just a chain 3 or a chain 200. Every project will have a chain. But first, we need to do a slip knot. There are many ways to do a slip knot. Again, practice makes perfect, so whichever way you feel comfortable doing it, once you get the hang of it, you can do it in your sleep. So you're going to take the tail here, take your 2 fingers, and you're going to hold with your thumb. You're going to wrap it once and twice. Okay, and then you're going to take the tail, and you're going to hold it with your thumb like this. And then you're going to take the top, okay, and make sure it's a little loose, okay, and you're going to go over it, and then you're going to grab the back one, and you're going to pull just a little bit, and then you're going to go back over again, and you're going to pull, okay. So now you are going to take the tail right here and this part of the yarn together, so you can let go of everything else and just pull it. And then you can put your hook in there and then just pull tight, and then you're ready to go. So I will show you that again. Hold it like this with your thumb, wrap once and twice, hold it, make sure it's a little loose, go over, take the front over to the back, grab it, and then do the same thing again, like this. Okay. So now I'm just going to let go of this for a second. You need to grab this and this. This is connected to your skein. This is your tail. But keep a hold of this. Okay, and then just pull. And then you're ready to go. And then the next one is, this is how I do it. I just make a loop like this. Okay. And then I put the tail through the loop, like so. And then I pull. That's how I do it. And then of course, put your hook in there, make it tight. And I'll show you one more time. Make a loop. Okay, like this. And make sure this is the tail part. This is the tail part, is over the skein part. Okay, it's over it. Because if it's not, then it's not going to work. Take the tail part, put it through the loop, and then grab it. Okay, don't pull it through. Okay, and then again, like we did before, you take the tail and the skein part, and you just pull it. Really simple. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you hold your yarn. You take your pinky and you wrap it around, and then you take your index finger and you wrap it around. Now, this part is going to be like where you stitch and everything. So you always want to hold it with your middle finger and your thumb, okay? And then this way I'll show you. See how I'm moving my pinky and the yarn is, I'm getting more yarn, right? So this is kind of like, it's helping you get your yarn here. And then your index finger is also helping move it along. So you wrap it, and you grab it. And then I just keep this finger up like that, however you feel comfortable doing it. And then we're going to start to chain. So first, you are holding your work like this. You take your hook, you wrap it around, and you grab it, and you pull through, okay? And it's called a yarn over. So you yarn over, and you pull through. So when I'm doing this, watch my hands. I flip it over, and you pull through. Okay, yarn over, and pull through. And I'm moving my pinky and my index finger at the same time so that I'm getting yarn. And you want to practice this as much as you can because you need a nice loose but not too loose chain. Now if you're not very good at getting slack for your yarn, then you're going to end up doing it really tightly, and that is something that you do not want, because then you're just going to make it harder for yourself and your hands are going to start to hurt. So see how that's really tight, and this is really loose. Okay, so if you're crocheting a chain and you notice that's really tight, just completely undo it, because it's just gonna be a problem. So you want it nice and loose. And then if you do mess up, let's say I messed up right here, all you do is you hold your work and you just pull it out, just like that. And then you can put your hook back in and start again. So I would practice crocheting a chain before you do anything. Make sure it's nice and loose. Not too loose, of course. Also, the bigger the hook, the bigger the stitch you're going to have. So if you're crocheting like a cardigan or something, you're going to need a bigger hook. If you're crocheting a blanket, probably this size hook. If you're crocheting a doily, you're going to need one that's very, very small. So the smaller the hook, the smaller the stitch. The bigger the hook, the bigger the stitch. So this is why this one is your go-to one, because it's in the middle. So there you go. And just keep practicing and don't give up. It does get frustrating. It really does. But once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to do it in your sleep. Oh, and another thing, this is what I do when I'm crocheting a chain. I'm like, okay, so I can't, you just move up. And that way you're not like stopping and starting, so then you just move up and you just keep going. And move up. And again, just practice, 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 and however comfortable it is for you, do it that way for sure. There's so much you can do and to make it comfortable for you. So that is it. And again, once you have the chain down, then you can watch my next video and I will show you how to turn. So I will see you on the next video.